Hello everyone, and today we're back into another video, and today we're having Lumions that get new moves. So, I'm giving every Lumion in the entire game one move. And disclaimer before this video started, this will not be moves that are guaranteed I'll be added in the game. These are just my move ideas. If every Lumion in the game got a new move, these would be the moves I would give it. Not the developers, not Jamie, not I Eat Your Face, none of that. These would be my move ideas, and it doesn't confirm that these moves will ever make the game. So, and plus, pre-evolutions will not count for this list. We're only counting the fully evolved Lumions, just to make it a little bit easier. So, let's head right onto it right now. And we're starting off with Seer Knight. Now, Seer Knight has Flaming Kick and Hop Kick. So, it has a couple kicking moves already, but it kind of doesn't have another one after that. So, if I were to give Seer Knight a move, I would probably give it Mega Kick. Carolyn is the only Lumion that has it, so giving Seer Knight Mega Kick would be very, very nice. Plus, I don't really have any other moves to give it. It already has so many moves already. The next Lumion I'll talk about is Luminami, and Luminami will actually get a new move. A move that is not in the game. By the way, I forgot to say it, Mega Kick will be a rally move for Seer Knight. As for this next move would be a level up move for Luminami. A new pivot move called Flash Flood. It will be a water pivot move which does 70 range attack. And Luminami will have it as a level up move. And Luminami isn't going to be the only Lumion on this list that I will get Flash Flood. But if there was a move that I wanted Luminami to get, it would be Water Pivot. It can actually pivot out of plant types now. Awesome. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Tatub. And as a level up move, I wasn't sure what to really give Tatub. I wasn't sure about Mega Punch or Mega Kick. I decided to go Mega Kick because I think Mega Kick made a little bit more sense for Tatub. It's not going to replace Jungle Jetsu, but hey, it has options now. The next Lumion I want to talk about is Valkyrie. And Valkyrie has no light melee moves at the moment. No light dash, no blind spot batter, no dazzling barrage. So we're gonna give it a melee light move. We're gonna give it blind spot batter as a level up move. Nice. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Vesperatu. And Vesperatu is kind of full of moves at the moment. So let's give it Tricky Tactics as a rally move. So yeah, Tricky Tactics Vesperatu. He'll probably do some nice work. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Himber. And there are so many moves you can give Himber, honestly. I could think Deep Freeze, Slumber, Body Crash, Mega Punch. Those are just a few. But after I heard it getting Brawn Boost, I don't want it to get Body Crash nor Slumber. So I have to choose between either Mega Punch or Brawn Boost. And if I was able to give Himber the move, it would probably have to be Brawn Boost. It would make sense. It will probably be a level up move. The next move we'll talk about is Zulong. And Zulong I will give Drudge as a level up move. It's a dragon. It makes sense. It'll actually make the melee Zulong do very, very good. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Umbrat. And I know Umbrat doesn't have any coverage at the moment. And I heard it is going to get Chili Chomp. But I'm not going to give Umbrat Chili Chomp in this case. I'm going to give it Spite. Yeah, let's give Umbrat Spite as a level up move. The next Lumion we'll talk about on this list is Luxor, and Luxor needs a little bit more. It has Peace of Mind, but let's increase that even more. Let's give it Magnify. So yep, it now has +2, meaning that it can now hit very hard, again, as a level up move. And of course, Teclipse. Teclipse's new move will be Give Up. Okay, that's a joke. But literally, there's really not really many good moves that I could really add on to Clips. It's kind of hard to think of a move to add on to Clips. So, how about this? Vesperatu just got slashed to hit to Clips. So, let's give the Clips some level or something to actually hit Vesperatu with. Let's give Light Dash to Clips as a level 50 move. Well, not a level 50, as a level up move. It's probably not going to run it, but hey, the option of outspeeding Vesperatu is now there. The next Lumion that we'll talk about is actually going to be Cinemoth. Cinemoth is bad, and it needs so many moves to actually make it good. But if I were to give it a move, it would actually be Jetstream as a rally move. So yeah, Jetstream for Cinemoth. The next Lumion we'll talk about will actually be Sumo Beetle. Now, Sumo Beetle already has a lot of good moves in the game, but there's none of them that really there's none of the moves really complement the Guru ability, because you need to have a move 60 power or less to be buffed from Guru. And unfortunately, Fire Slam is 65 and not 60. I think they should nerf Fire Slam to 60 to make it so it gets affected by Guru. But I'm not going to be talking about Fire Slam. I'm going to be talking about Headbutt. Let's give Sumo Beetle Headbutt as a new move. Next Lumion I'll talk about would actually be Avatros. And Avatros needs a lot of new moves, but it'll actually get proper Brawler move. It will get Pep Jab as a level up move. Next Lumion that we'll talk about is actually going to be Swolder, and Swolder has so many good moves at the moment. I honestly needed to think hard about a new move for Swolder, so I decided to give it Wonder Herb as a rally move. Let's have another Wonder Herb user, why not? The next Lumion I'm going to talk about is Florent, and oh my gosh, Florent eats so much right now, but a move that could definitely help Florent a little bit could be Tamp. Let's give Florent Tamp so it gets a melee defense and range defense increase while sap planting. That could make Florent kinda deadly. So the next Lumion that we're going to talk about is actually going to be Terrafly and Terraclaw. They're both kind of together in this case because Terrafly's move I want to add is Poison. Yes, I want Terrafly to have Poison. Poison Barbs is absolutely worthless right now, so why not give it Poison? It's a toxic type, give it Poison. And this will actually be a rally move, so Terraclaw can get it as well. This will actually give Terraclaw Poison. Nice! The next Lumion I want to talk about is Ragoon, and Ragoon would be amazing with this new move. The move I want Ragoon to get is Spite as a rally move. So yep, Ragoon getting Spite would be awesome. The next Lumion I'll talk about is actually going to be Barak. Yeah, Barak is already powerful as it is, but let's make it even more powerful. Let's give it Brawn Boost, because why not? Why not make this thing hit harder? Make Brawn Boost as a late to level up move. The next Lumion I want to talk about is actually going to be Eliguana. And Eliguana doesn't have anything that can actually hit those plant types. I don't want to give it like anything that can hit the plant type super effectively, so let's give it Headache Split. You can tase Lumions, and then you can hit them even harder with Headache Split. And you can actually hit those plant types neutrally. Nice. The next Lumion I'm going to talk about is actually going to be Gastroke, and Gastroke has so many moves. It's so hard to make this Lumion better, but we are going to give it something that can help against setup sweepers. Let's give it Square One. I think Square One would be very nice for Gastroke. Now the next Lumion is Wiki Wiki. And man, Wiki Wiki can get so many moves. It might be the worst Lumion in all of Lumion Legacy. But if it gets its move, it will actually be pretty good. Let's give Wiki Wiki Barbs as a level up move. Why not? Let's give Wiki Wiki Barbs. So it will actually be the ultimate utility user. It'll be the ultimate utility user with Barbs. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Chartiki. And Chartiki's new move is actually going to be a new move. It's going to be a new plant type move, which can do 110 power. So, I don't have a name for this move yet. I'm kind of thinking like a Solar Beam kind of move that does a lot of damage. A new plant type range move that can hit pretty hard. Be very good against those earth types. And also a nice alternative to the Muck Blast one that we have right now. The next Lumion that we'll talk about is actually going to be Waka Laka. Now, Waka Laka has so many moves. The number of moves that it has right now is just insane. And yet, it does not fix its defensive typing at all. But let's give it another new move. Let's give it Tricky Tactics. It makes sense. Come on, look at its design. Tricky Tactics would make a lot of sense. And it would be a rally move it would get it by. So yeah, Tricky Tactics for Waka Laka. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Sachi. And Sachi is a very interesting Lumion. There's kind of no new moves I really want to give it right now. It'd just make Sachi a little bit busted. So let's give it Empathize. It can get Empathize, has a chance to get HP back, and it can also be an Empathize rally user, which would be very nice for Sachi. This will be a rally move for Sachi. The next Lumion that we're going to talk about is actually going to be Cinemars. And Cinemars has Blaze and Thunder Chomp already as rally moves. So why not give it the third one? Let's give it Chili Chomp as well. Let's give Cinemars Chili Chomp as a rally move. So let's just give it all the chomping moves. Next Lumion that we're going to talk about is Ventation. And Ventation could use so much right now. It could get Rejuvenate. It could get like it could get like Ice Hammer. It could get some. There's a lot of moves I'm thinking about Ventation. But we're going to actually give it the Water Pivot move from Luminami. We're going to give it Flash Flood as a rally move. The next Lumion that we're going to talk about is Your Soul. And my gosh, Your Soul is already powerful as it is. But to make it even more powerful, let's give it Mega Punch as a level up move. Same with Your Snack as well. Your Snack will also get Mega Punch as a level up move. Because even though they're giant bears with massive arms, they don't have Mega Punch yet. Which is just kind of odd. Now I'm going to talk about Revenine, and Revenine's new move is going to be Eruption. It's going to be a 110 power fire move. And it's going to be like the Eruption move from Pokemon, where, you know, if they have more health, it will do more damage. If they have less health, it will not do as much damage. And this is not just going to be a rally move for Revenine. I will make it a level up move for Eruptodon and a rally move for Crackalola. So Eruption will be the new move for all three of these Lumions, Revenine, Eruptodon, and Crackalola. But Vocalola actually is going to get a different move. Yeah, Vocalola is actually going to get a different move. And the move it's going to get is Flaming Kick as a level up move. It makes sense. I mean, look at those legs. It should get Flaming Kick. Look how big those legs are. So yeah, the next Lumion we're talking about is Festifer. We're going to have some fun with this one. Slowest thing in the game. Probably one of the worst chill users. Like, I mean, Christmas Cradle is better than Festifer as a chill user. So, let's have some fun with this one. Why not? Quick Pounce. Quick Pounce Festifer. Why not? Do it. Let's just do it. Let's just make Festifer bust it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. It will be a level up move by the way. The next Lumion we're going to talk about is Obsidian, and let's just make Obsidian even more overpowered, and let's give it Outburst. And we're going to give it as a rally move, so we can give Outburst to Obsidian. The next Lumion that we're talking about is Trumbull, and I wasn't really sure about what move to really give Trumbull, so let's try Mega Kick. Let's see how Mega Kick does for Trumbull. As for Mewtwo, once again, I wasn't really sure about what move to really add on Mewtwo, so let's give it Headache Split. So yeah. Headache Split could be a nice move for Mewtwo. The next Lumion we'll talk about is Gobademic. And Gobademic will actually get an upgraded Air Blade. It will actually get Jetstream as a rally move. So yeah, Jetstream. Nice. Next Lumion we'll talk about will actually be Icy Gull. And Icy Gull has so many moves. But it will be even more powerful now. Because the new move I want to give Icy Gull is Spite. Yep. Let's give Icy Gull Spite. And actually make this a late level up move. So it'll be later down the line it gets it. The next Lumion we're going to talk about is Ferroglyph. And this thing has Boulder Blast. But let's give it an even stronger Earth type range move. Let's give it Landslide. It'll get Landslide as a late level up move. The next Lumion that we're going to talk about is actually going to be Garbantis. And Garbantis is already pretty powerful as it is. But it kind of struggles at setting up. But if it can trap in melee attackers, it could set up easier. So the rally move I want to give Garbantis is Quicksand. Let's give Quicksand to Garbantis to trap Lumions in. The next Lumion that we'll talk about will actually be Stratosaur. And we're basically going to give it an upgraded Energy Surge. We're going to give it Gamma Pulse. So yeah, Gamma Pulse will be a rally move for Stratosaur. The next Lumion that we're going to talk about after Stratosaur will actually be Diborg. And Diborg is a little bit tougher because it will actually get a new move. But I kind of want it to be like a poison punching move. It kind of makes sense by the way he poses. Adding a poison punch move or a metallic punch move would be awesome. We're going to do poison punch because why not? I think a poison punch move as a level up for Diborg would be very, very nice. Next Lumion we'll talk about is Tyrex. And let's give Tyrex the Metal Chomping move. Come on, it's time. It's time for Tyrex to have a Metal Chomping move. And this will probably be a late level up move for Tyrex. Next Lumion that we'll be talking about is actually going to be Munchwheel. And Munchwheel is going to be tough. But the salvage ability is absolutely useless. So let's actually give it Recycle. We're going to give it Recycle as a rally move. Yes, Recycle would be amazing on it. The next Lumion that I want a move to be added is going to be Gardrone. And it's simple. Elemental Burst on Gardrone. It needs it. It will be amazing with Elemental Burst. And it can actually do very good now. It can actually hit those pesky ancient types, even though it already has Metallical Blast. Well, never mind, but hey. Elemental Burst is an option. Why not? It can actually hit fire types for at least neutral damage, other than Thunderstrike. But hey, it's still an option. Elemental Burst, why not? Let's give it to him. The next move will actually be Hunder. And Hunder, just like Tyrex, I wanted to get a metal chomping move. And I know that could potentially make Hunder a little bit OP. I know there's the problem with making Hunder a little bit too powerful, but make it a level up move so it's like a late level up move. So like make it late in the game. Metal chomping move would be nice for Hunder. The next Lumion we're going to be talking about is our Pygo, and we're going to give it the pivot move that we talked about in the Luminami. So, we're going to give it Flash Flood. So, our Pygo with Pivot. Yes! It can utilize its secret ability a little bit better. As for Skellig, Skellig is tough. It has so many moves in the game. So, we're just going to give it another move option. Let's give it Savage Greed. We're going to give it Savage Greed as a rally move. Just as an extra option. As for Joltooth, I didn't want to give Joltooth Earthquake because I think it could be very overpowered with Earthquake. I mean, it's already pretty powerful with Clay Slap. So, it has Bamboozled though. So let's give it the upgraded version of it. Mega Chomp. Mega Chomp as a rally move for Joltooth. I mean, it makes sense. Look at those jaws and those teeth. Mega Chomp makes sense for a move on Joltooth. Next Lumion that we'll talk about is Infernix, and let's just give it a better Shred Blast at this point. Let's just give it Elemental Burst. So yeah, Infernix will get an Elemental Burst as a level up move. So yeah, nice. The next Lumion that we'll talk about is going to be Dorigo. And Dorigo, I wasn't really sure what move to really add for Dorigo, but I think adding a Draco Meteor type move for Dorigo would really help it a lot. Next Lumion that I'm going to be talking about is actually going to be Mulmerk. And again, I wasn't really sure what to really add to Mulmerk. It had Driving Force, it has some good coverage, and bulk up. But so I was thinking, it's a bulk up user. So let's give it Body Crash. I know this seems a little bit odd, but hang with me here. Body Crash as a late level up move. I mean, its defenses are not that high. You do need a bulk up in order for it to be very tanky. And it doesn't have a resilience ability to get a +1. So, it doesn't have that. Even though it has photosynthesis, it doesn't have those other abilities to really make it very powerful. I think Body Crash would be a nice addition for Mulmerk. The next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Meditoad. And if I wanted to give a move to Meditoad, let's give it Raging Flame. I know it makes absolutely no sense, but we need more Raging Flame users in the game, so I think giving it to Meditoad as a rally move could be kind of fun. Because why not? It could be very good for the Watcher Toad, actually. Next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Barblast. We forgot Blowtox. We'll do Blowtox next. So this might be a little out of order. But I wanted to give something to for Barblast. And I know this move makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Let's give it Coconut Bomb. Yeah, it's a melee move. Yes, it's a plant type move. Yes, it's a melee. It's never going to use it. It's a bomb. Give it Coconut Bomb. It's a bomb. It explodes! Let's give it a bomb move. I guess you could also give it Egg Lob as well, but I don't know. I think Coconut Bomb's better. Why not? Okay, let's go back to Blowtox. And let's give Blowtox Brawn Boost as a level up move. So yeah, let's get Blowtox Brawn Boost. Next Lumion I'm talking about is actually going to be the Garlash. And let's make Garlash OP. Let's give it Venom Chomp. Yeah, Venom Chomp as a rally move. So yeah, it can hit water types now. Oh boy, very scary. As for Deludrix, it has so many moves already. I was not sure on what to really add on Deludrix, but Deludrix is really frail. Let's utilize that to our advantage. If I wanted to give Deludrix a new move, let's give it Return to Sender. Return to Sender would be a rally move for Deludrix. Next Lumion that we'll be talking about is Colossotrops. And we're going to give Colossotrops Thorn Slam. Just another option over Timber Thrash if you really want it. I probably will never use it. Timber Thrash is a little bit better, but hey. Another option. It'll be a rally move for Colossotrops. Next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Hoganosh. Hoganosh. And let's just give it an Upquit at Muckbuck and just give it an Earthquake. I mean, it's a cake. Let's give it Earthquake as a level up move. Next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Mocho. And I wasn't really sure what to really add to Mocho, so let's give it Provoke. we'll give it Provoke as a rally move. Why not? Next Lumion that we're going to add on this list is going to be Spreezy. And Spreezy, I would give Nature's Force. Instead of Life Drain, it will actually get a stronger plant type move. So it will actually get Nature's Force. Once again, it will probably be as a rally move for Spreezy. Next Lumion we'll be talking about is actually going to be Whipple Drift. It's stuck with Life Drain, so let's upgrade it. Let's give it Nature's Force. And this will be a later level up move. So this will not be a rally move on Whipple Drift. Next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be the Vari. So we're going to talk about Servalin. Servalin will actually get Mega Kick. Nice. The next Lumion we'll talk... And remember, all of these are actually going to be level up moves. Because you can't give rally moves to Varis. Or otherwise, they'll just, they'll spread from Vari to Vari. So that wouldn't really work. Next Lumion we'll talk about is Wendelin. And we'll give it a stronger Body Slam. Let's give it Raging Tackle. Kirlin might be my favorite one that I want to add a new move to. It has Mega Kick, but it only has Fire Slam. So instead of Fire Slam, it gets an upgraded fire move. Flaming Kick. Yep, Flaming Kick for Kirlin. Yes, just like with Mega Kick, it has more chances of missing, but hey, you have a stronger fire type move. So yeah, awesome. Zeppelin is up next, and instead of giving it Mudslide, let's give it Landslide. Stronger Earth range. Although, I do think it's still going to run Mudslide over Landslide because Mudslide can get rid of hazards while Landslide can't. But hey, it's another option. As for Ventilin, it will get a great Toxic type move. Instead of Adaptive Assault, it will actually get Muck Blast. So yeah, expect more poisons to be spread from Ventilin. As for Wrestling, oh yeah, Wrestling is going to get Mega Punch. How hasn't this thing got Mega Punch already? I do not understand. It's a brawler type that has his gloves facing like that, meaning he can punch hard. So why doesn't he have Mega Punch? Let's give it to him. Why not? The next Lumion we'll talk about will be Buzzlin. And Buzzlin will actually get Battering Ram. I know this doesn't really help Buzzlin that much, but hey, it's another Lumion that could run Battering Ram. So you could probably run a defensive Buzzlin and be okay. Next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Tundralin, and Tundralin's really OP, so it's going to be really hard to really add a new move, so I just gave it Raging Tackle. It's a normal type move that does a lot of damage, but it also recoils it, so it's an option. And the last bar we'll be talking about is going to be Pyrolin. And my gosh, this move that I'm going to add to Pyrolin is going to make it very busted. Raging Flame. Raging Flame Pyrolin might be busted. So I might wait till the very late game to add Raging Flame to Pyrolin. Alright, now we're back into the other Lumions. Let's talk about Oxy Drake. And for Oxy Drake, I'm going to give it Savage Greed. Again, there isn't really other moves I wanted to get, so Savage Greed is an option, why not? The next Lumion we're going to be talking about is going to be Harvest Sect. And just like with Oxy Drake, I don't really know a move I could really give to Harvest Sect, so it's going to be another Battering Ram user. But this time, which, I know what you're thinking, might be busted for a bulk up user that's very tanky. But it does have Life Force, and it's possibly dropping Parasitize to run Battering Ram. So there's going to be no way for it to get its health back. So I don't think it'll be that busted. Battering Ram on Harvest Sect, I think would actually be nice. And for Harvest Sect, it will probably be a rally move. Same for Oxydrake, would probably be a rally move. As for Windtrex, yes, it will hit water types now. It will actually get Deep Freeze. So yeah, let's make Windtrex more powerful. And Deep Freeze will be a level up move for Windtrex. Next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Snag Goop. And Snag Goop is so frail and so hard to use at the moment. It's pretty good if used correctly, but it's kind of hard to use it. It kind of dies too quickly. So let's give it the move Perch. Let's give it Perch. Let's actually give Snag Goop a healing move. And it will get it as a level up. As for Surkame, let's give Surkame Raging Howl. Yep, Raging Howl as a rally move for Surkame would be nice. As for Banfino has so many support moves, and we're going to add that. We're going to add another support move onto this list called Square One. So yep, Banfino will get Square One as a rally move. The next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Samarine, and the thing is with Samarine, it doesn't have any good water type moves at the moment. It has Plunge, which is like, I don't know, Plunge is just not that good. Also, Aqua Jaws has a chance to miss. I don't think anyone wants to rely on Aqua Jaws, so let's give it a better water-type melee move that is not plunge. So, yeah, that'll be the move. Once again, it's another unnamed move, but hey, why not? Let's give it a better water-type melee move that has 90 power, which is not plunge. The next Lumion I'm talking about for this list is Lumello, and we're giving Lumello Pivot. It will have Flash Flood. Lumello might rise up again, now with a shot to actually pivot out of bad matchups. The next Lumion we're talking about is Terrashino, and let's give it an upgraded Body Slam. It's going to get Raging Tackle as a level up move. Also, Lumello's Flash Flood will be a rally move. So yeah, as for Lyricat, I am not sure on what to add Lyricat. It has Ramped, so we're going to give it Dark Surge as a late level up move. So let's give Lyricat Dark Surge. As for Booneri, Booneri's never really going to use this move. I mean, Booneri would never use it because it'll just emulate to the next Lumion. So I guess if I were to give it a move, let's give it Shadow Sprint. Why not? Yeah. Like, it's never going to use it unless you battle another Booneri, but hey, Shadow Sprint's an option for it. The next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Cinnogar. And Cinnogar, if I were to give Cinnogar a move, I think I would actually give it Square One. I think Square One would be a nice move to add for Cinnogar. The next Lumion we're going to be talking about is actually going to be Fishcarnia. And as for Fishcarnia, we'll actually get Pivot! Flash Flood! Let's make Fishcarnia even more powerful with Water Pivot. That will be a rally move. As for Square One, will also be a rally move for Cinnogar. The next one we're also going to talk about is actually going to be Sorelli. Actually, where is Sorelli? Yeah, Sorelli's not on the Lumipedia. Unless I missed it. So yeah, I guess, yeah, there's no Sorelli on the Lumipedia, which is odd. So yeah, let's talk about Sorelli. And Sorelli will actually get Chomp. I don't really know what move to really give it, so let's just give it Chomp. It's a 40 power move. How good will it really do anyway? The next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Baneki. And we're going to give Baneki Mudslide as an option over Landslide. So, Mudslide would actually be a rally move, while Landslide would be a level up move. Mudslide does less damage, but hey, Baneki can get rid of traps now, which is very nice for it. The next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Sea Drake. And Sea Drake will actually have the option to run Timber Thrash. Timber Thrash as a late level up move. And yes, I know Timber Thrash is very powerful. This will actually make the non-secret ability Sea Drakes really good, while the secret ability Sea Drakes can run Thorn Slam. Once again, it's good to have extra options. The next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Helvantic. Helvantic has so many moves at the moment. I don't really know what other moves to give it, so let's give it Mega Chomp. Why not? Once again, it's good to have more options. It'll probably be a rally move, Mega Chomp, though. The next Lumion we'll talk about is actually going to be Imperior. And again, just like Helvantic, I don't really know what moves to really add on to Imperior. I don't want to make it busted, so I guess let's give it a better Shrewd Blast and give it Elemental Burst. That one might be a stretch, but giving Elemental Burst as a late level up move could be very nice. And now, let's get to the roamers. We're going to talk about Dusket first, and Dusket has already a lot of good moves at the moment. I mean, it just got Fade Away. But let's make the melee Dusket a little bit better, and let's give it Soulstorm. Let's give it Soulstorm. It'll actually get an upgraded melee spirit move. That will probably be as a level up. As for Ikazune, I would give it Nature's Force. It makes sense. It should get it. Nature's Force on Ikazune will probably be a late level up move. As for Protagon, I'm not really sure what to add to Protagon. I'm thinking Tsunami and Dark Surge might make Protagon too powerful. I'm sorry, Speeder, but I think Tsunami and Dark Surge are a little too busted. So let's give it an upgraded Energy Surge instead. Let's give it Gamma Pulse as a rally move. Next Lumion we're talking about is actually going to be Mutagon. And again, I'm not really sure what move to really add to Mutagon. So let's add Chase Down to Mutagon. It's only 40 power, guys, okay? I think we should be okay with Mutagon getting Chase Down. Plus, it will suffer from 4-move syndrome. The next Lumion we're talking about is going to be Cephalops. And Cephalops has Aqua Jaws as its only melee move. It needs another melee move. So let's give it Gnarly Gnash as a rally move. So yeah, Gnarly Gnash should be the move I would add to Cephalops. Next move I'll talk about would actually be Elephage. And it will actually have Gamma Pulse as a rally move. So yep, let's give Elephage Gamma Pulse to actually hit up Citrigon. Next Lumion we'll talk about will be Phage Knot. And just like with Elephage, we're going to give it Gamma Pulse as well. Just, you know, once again, coverage options. The next Lumion we're talking about is going to be Metronet. And let's do it. Spectral Burst on Metronet. Let's do it. It should be a very late level up move. I'm thinking like level 69 or level like 78. Like, give it late. A late Spectral Burst move. As for Wobblisk, it will actually get Brain Freeze. So yeah, Brain Freeze will be a rally move for Wobblisk. And now it can hit Mind types now. So you'll have an option to run either Deep Freeze, Brain Freeze, or both. Who knows? You run both. Next Lumion I'm talking about is actually going to be Nimue. And Nimue has some moves at the moment. So I'm not really sure what to give it. So let's give it Headache Split. Because, you know, there's the Barter Ash Nimues for the non-SA, so let's give it Headache Split. For all the Cosmere forms, all of them follow the same level up, so we're going to count Cosmere as 1. And the move that I would give Cosmere is Body Slam, and upgrade it Headbutt for Cosmere. As for Nevermere, Nevermere's new move will be Thorn Slam. Yeah, let's give Nevermere Thorn Slam as a rally move. Hey, it's a nice option. But I still think people would run Thistle Slash over. But hey, once again, it's good to have options. And I think Thorn Slam would be a rally move for Nevermere. As for Aquos, just like with Samarine, give it a better melee water move. A 90 power melee water move. Which again, is not Hydro Slash. And also not Aqua Jaws. I'm seriously sick of Aqua Jaws. It might be one of the worst moves in the game, even though it lowers melee defense. It misses. It's going to miss every time if you use it. Trust me, don't use Aqua Jaws on anything. Unless you have Sharpen, like on Submarine. So, I guess in that situation, use it. But, if you don't have any, if your move isn't 100%, don't use it. Trust me, you'll miss it all the time. And for all the Gargolem forms, I think you can give it a soft water type move. I'm not sure what it would be. I don't think it should necessarily get soft water, but a renamed move, which acts similarly to soft water. And I'll actually give the defensive Gargolem a chance to heal some HP back. And there it is. If I was to give every Lumion in the game one move, those would be the moves I would add. What are some other moves that you want Lumion Legacy to add to these Lumions in the comments below? I'll check them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one is really unique to the other ones I have made. And I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!